Hey guys, it is the full moon in Aquarius, so I decided to do a video here for you for feminine energy, okay? I was getting a little bit of self-conscious energy before I started the video. A little bit of like a shyness here. Very calm, very quiet, very to yourself. You could be a little bit overwhelmed here. Like there could be a lot of, I feel like there's just a lot going on around you, right? Like I feel like you could be in a new environment, working around, a lot of masculine energy here, like a lot of masculine energy. It could be new energy for you, energy that, it could be a little overwhelming, right? I don't get that you're uncomfortable. I don't get that you're uncomfortable. I feel like it's just a lot of, it's a lot. It's a lot of masculine energy. It's a little overwhelming of how much it is. And I feel like that's, if you're uncomfortable, that's what's making you uncomfortable. That's, I feel like it's a shyness, right? I don't feel like you're uncomfortable is like somebody saying or doing anything to make you uncomfortable. I feel like you could just be a little overwhelmed as to, like, I feel like you're shy. Like, I feel like you just don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I feel you could be backed into a corner here. You could have a lot of people coming up and flirting with you at this time. I think it's all this Leo energy. Yeah, I feel like your hair's looking good. I feel like you smell good. You look good. And I feel like it's almost like men are flocking to you. Like it's in your, like I feel I feel like you've just been glowing. Ooh, this feminine energy. Like I feel like you've gotten your hair done. You got your nails done. I feel like you got some new perfumes here. Yeah, I feel like you've been resting. Oh, this is an energy that's coming from you. I don't feel like you could actually really be going and doing these things. But I feel like this is an energy that's coming from like within you, right? Like I don't think I feel like you're doing the same things you're always doing. It's like, same bath, same hair stuff. But I feel like it's this energy that you've been recharging with. I feel like it's almost like put on like a whole new armor for you that makes you like look and feel and smell different. Like I feel like you just recharged yourself to be a new person at this point. Like I feel like you've just completely changed. It's like almost overnight, right? I feel like you've been healing a lot of heart chakra. I feel like you've been healing your emotions lately. I feel like instead of letting situations drain you, I feel like, you know what? I'll just go meditate on that. I'm just going to go rest on that. Like, instead of like provoking situations like you normally would, like, I feel like you've been taking different routes, and one of the healthier ones, I feel like it's been meditation for you, right? I feel like instead of going out and involving yourself in too many things, I feel like you've been taking the high road on a lot of things, even if that means just not participating, right? And I feel like that's kept you out of trouble a lot here, right? Yep, kept you out of trouble. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like because you weren't involving yourself in situations that could have drained you and taken you out of the energy that you were needing for these other ones, I feel like that brought you to abundance, right? I feel like had you not been focusing on yourself, where you were at, then I don't think you would have gotten to this Nine of Pentacles, right? I feel like because you stayed focused with yourself on what you were doing, I feel like you were paying attention to your own paper here. And I feel like that brought you an abundance, right? Nobody else is out here helping her pick these pentacles. It's just you, right? It's just you out here. And nobody told you to wake up that day and go out and pick those pentacles. No, like you woke up that morning. You put your clothes on. You put your apron on. You got out there in that field and you picked your pentacles, right? And then we have the Lovers here. You could be balancing out your masculine and feminine energy. I'm feeling heavily, it's like a masculine energy, right? I feel like you have a masculine energy around you here. I feel like, once again, I feel like you have several masculine energies around you here at this time. I feel like you have several offers, right? I feel like you have more offers than you can count here, especially with this Nine of Pentacles. But I feel like you're not taking all the offers, right? Like, I feel like there's some where you're just like kind of sleeping on it. You're like, no, I think I'd rather stay at home and like, keep recharging on myself, right? I feel like you're not getting out of this space unless it's something that you're really, really, really wanting to do, right? And I feel like that's part of the lesson that you're learning here is like, you don't have to just settle for like the things that like the universe is throwing at you, right? Like, if it's not what you want, like, don't let it fool you. You don't have to get up, right? Like you don't have to settle for something. And I think that's what you're learning here, right? I feel like you've been patient. I feel like you've had several opportunities to like stray or, fall into temptation here, right? But I feel like you stay focused, right? And it doesn't have to be concentration, right? But I feel like you stay focused. Five of Wands, yeah, and that came out right after the Lovers here. There could be an energy where you could be fighting with a lover, fighting like becoming one with another, right? There could be aspects of you here that are like not wanting to kind of join in this union here. And we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's a part of you that really likes this independence, like fiery nature in yourself, right? It's almost like a fearlessness that you have. It's a very like powerful energy that that you possess. Look at all the lights around here. Like, look how many candles are lit for her. You know what I'm saying? And like, and then she has it in her hand. Like on your own, you create so much power in the world, right? It's like, I feel like you know that. And even if it's like a good opportunity, even one that you're wanting to take, I feel like there's almost like a fear here for yourself of like, you think that if you were going to become in like a union with someone that like, that would almost like take away like your feminine power, like your feminine energy, like your feminine, like instead of like, I feel like you feel like instead of the union would accentuate your power, accentuate, you know, like your feminine qualities. I feel like you almost feel like it's going to be like crumpled or crushed or, you know, like you can't like fly free. Like you can't let your flame just burn here, right? Like you can't just let who you are burn freely here. And I think even if it's like relationships that you've been in that you've like enjoyed or actually been happy, I almost kind of feel like there's a little bit of self-sabotage energy here, right? I feel like there could have been like fights, like you could have provoked a lot of I feel like I'm talking to a fire sign woman. Like a Sagittarius or a Leo. Could be Aries too, but I feel like you it's like almost like you start feeling itchy. Like I feel like you could have felt controlled a little bit, and so you get a little itchy, you get a little scratchy, and I don't feel like you were wanting your fire to be controlled, so you're gonna do absolutely anything in your control to get your fire back. That's just that. Like you shouldn't have taken my fire. Like that was mean. That was mean. You shouldn't have done that. And so now you're not gonna like the hell I have to write. And I feel like I feel like it's just you raising hell down here. Like look how many times you have to multiply yourself. Like you put yourself in every direction. You're even on the floor. That like you're crawling around. Like you. And I feel like it's all in your head. Like, I don't feel like they were really crippling you or anything. Like, I feel like it was just you. It was just your energy. It just was feeling uncomfortable and itchy, and you just weren't liking that anymore, right? It's like something in the relationship and it didn't matter. It's not even a specific relationship. It's something in any relationship where it's almost like a trigger you have, and when somebody starts like just tickling that trigger, just like, okay, I gotta get out. I can't breathe. I gotta get out of here. I can't breathe in here. Let's go. I feel like you'd almost like rather be alone than have somebody like keep tickling that that trigger, right? Because you're not going to tickle that trigger. I feel like it's like a really sensitive trigger, or else it would make you want to rather be alone. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that like it's a hair trigger. There you go. It's something that it's sensitive. Yep, and the Lovers again. I feel like this is a connection that's as irritating as it is. And I get that it's irritating only in the sense of like there's so much mirroring here. And I think you know that, right? Like you're doing the same thing. It's just how I'm moving is reflecting a different color than how you're moving, right? And I think that's the irritating part for you, right? And I feel like you know that, and you know that like the same things you're getting irritated and crunchy about, like they're getting irritated and like it's just a very, and you know that, especially because of how much passion it invokes here, right? I feel like there's almost a lot of like irritation and then passion. Like a lot of like anger and then passion. A lot of fighting and then passion, right? I feel like that's how you've had your interest. I saw 1441. I feel like that's how you've had your interest peaked in this situation for as long as it has, right? I feel like there's a level of like safety and comfort here and comfortability, right? But there's just there's just something in this connection that you are just fighting, right? Something here that you're just fighting. Let's get into this Four of Swords. All right, first out we have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you took out some time here to recharge, to rest up, to like kind of go within and figure some things out, right? I feel like you've been a little bit out of balance here, right? You've been out of balance here. I feel like you could have left something behind. Somebody could have left you behind. And whatever the situation and energy got out of a situation here, right? Yeah, Eight of Swords. Because they were feeling trapped, right? I feel like it was a situation here where it was just an accumulation of negativity, right? Like there's one tiny mirror, but like look at all the like negativity in one tiny mirror. Like that's an accumulation, right? And it was time for somebody to walk away, right? Or else somebody was going to break that mirror, right? And I feel like you needed just some quiet time, a place for peace, a place for rest, right? Things got a little too sticky, a little too stiff here, right? What is this Nine of Pentacles? We have the Nine of Cups and the Four of Swords. We have two nines here. I feel like if there was any trouble, I feel like that's coming to an end, right? If there was any distress, like I feel like your emotional needs and your physical needs are being taken care of at this time. I feel like you're able to actually get the rest that you're needing to have. You're able to recharge. We have two Four of Swords here, right? A lot of meditation, a lot of quiet time, a lot of peace, lots of calmness. I feel like you almost like went through a battle here recently in the past. And I feel like if you have any like wounds or anything, like I feel like that's being like mended, like that's being taken care of. Like if your bank account took a hit, like that's being replenished. Somebody could have hit their head recently. I feel like it's almost like you're taking some time out to like gather up not only information, yes, information, but to gather up resources. Like almost like I feel like you know that you put in enough work here, like and so it's almost like you're taking the time back to like wait for everything to like accumulate and like make its way back to you, right? Yeah, a High Priestess. Yeah, you know, like you've already taken the time out, you've already put the work in, and now you're just like waiting. Like I've already put it out there, I've already got the energy started, I already got them, like I'm just waiting for it to like make its return back to me, right? I already sent out for it, and I know it's coming back to me. It's just like all a waiting game for you here, right? Yeah. I feel like you know like these things take time. Like this isn't like I feel like you've been going through a lot of things here where it's like you have like a lot of like visions and plans and like scopes here of like things you want to accomplish, like places you want to go, like people you want to meet up with, like things that you want to happen, right? Like you want to happen, like you want to happen. And I feel like you have like times, like it's in like time scopes and time slots and things like that. Like, you know, like Like you have more plans and goals than like you could possibly set time for. Does that make sense? And it's not like you're even setting the plans in hold on. That's confusing. Maybe we'll circle back to that. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, the Lovers here, we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like what you walked away from previous that you needed this big recharging, it was a lover situation, right? I feel like there could have been like a fight, something. The situation that you walked away from, like, I feel like I don't feel like it was like a light walking away. Like I feel like it was like in like something an angry situation where glass could have got broken, feelings could have got hurt. You could have made a scene. The neighbors could have saw. No wonder. No wonder things got sticky and you had to leave. I feel like somebody made a mess here of a situation, right? And I feel like they had to kind of like get away from it, right? The Hangman, yeah. Somebody had to get away from it. Somebody made a fool of themselves. Somebody made a fool of themselves here. And now it's time for them to go and kind of fix what's been done, you could say. Yep, Ten of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Oh. There was a big ending. The Lovers, Eight of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Swords. There was a big ending. After this big ending, because I feel like it was like a blow up. Like it was so big that you, like, it's a situation that you're having to like sit there, like you can look in the past and like think of all the many things that like happened with it here, right? And I feel like it's almost like an aftermath here that you're like acknowledging, like it's like an accumulation, right? It was just, I feel like it caused like a lot of turmoil. What is this Five of Wands here? We have the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this, so what I'm getting is like, had this argument not happened, you had the Chariot, Ace of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. Like you had like a whole new opportunity here of like forward movement, a brand new start, a brand new beginning, a happy home, happy life, blah, blah, blah. And whatever came in here, like, stopped that. It prevented, like, all these wonderful, beautiful things from happening, right? And it wasn't just, like, one situation over here that, like, that happened. Like, I feel like it was an accumulation, right? It was, like, 10 swords. And I feel like it almost created like a bonfire, like a bomb that set it off, right? Something came in and like halted like all the progress that was going on. And I feel like it was progress. Like I feel like it was something like really grand and really great and really beautiful. And something just went like kaput. What is this Queen of Wands here? We have the Seven of Swords. It could have been the Queen of Wands here that that stopped this. That could have been shady here. It could have been the King of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it was both the energies equally being shady and sneaky, right? I feel like the King of Pentacles here could have been hiding some assets, could have been hiding how much money they were actually working with here, right? And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles just kind of found this information out. Right? And so I feel like you're almost like taking, so I feel like you're just I feel like you kind of ended up in like a limbo state here, right? Where it's like, I feel like almost like like you're almost disgruntled a little bit. I feel like you've kind of gotten yourself like a little upset, like in a tizzy, like what am I gonna do now? Like, right, over this like Lovers here and like what you're gonna do in the future. Because we have the Three of Pentacles here. I feel like you're like looking back on like positive thing. I feel like you're no, I don't even think you're looking back. I feel like this is you looking at like almost like looking to almost like manifestation ways. Like I feel like you're almost like having visions, right, on like the way, like ways and things like you can like manifest like new things like into your life here, right? I have that with the Three of Wands here as well. I feel like in the past you have been scratch my nose there. I feel like in the past you have been like dealing with situations and like people and places and things that really weren't for you, that were kind of shady. And I feel like you've been put into this situation here where it's like you just start like dreaming, like daydreaming. You just start imagining like how you want your life to be, like the things that you want to like do, like situations you want to like go through, you know, like you start like envisioning like how you want your life to actually be, right? I feel like you start going into like manifestation mode, right? I feel like you're getting tired. Like, I feel like you're just so tired of like the bullshit. Like, I feel like you're like almost like taking life into your hands, right? It's like, okay, my life isn't like how, you know, I want it to be. That doesn't mean I can't like not dream about it, right? I feel like you're in that kind of space. I feel like you're going to be amazed at how quickly like this, your manifestation processes are going to start like attracting to you, right? Yep, Five of Cups. I feel like as you as you do this, you're going to be working through a lot of things that kind of broke your heart a little bit right here, but I feel like you're also going to be like working with hope, right? Like I feel like you might be working with a little bit of like heartbreaking situations or things that didn't like go according to your plan or how you like wanted things to go, but I feel like you're finding like little nuggets of hope, like little pieces of like glimmery, faithy, hopey, happy things. And I feel like that's like pulling you through and like keeping you going here, right? Like little twinklings of like of hope for you. My forehead is like tingling. Okay, let's get one card out as to how you can heal this energy here. Connect with your ancestors. You are pulling together all the feminine, beautiful, wonderful aspects of yourself at this time. I feel you could be connecting with women from the past that were like almost famous, like they were viewed in like high regard, like Mother Teresa, Maya Angelou came up. You could be connecting with several Marie Laveau, like very popular, very big women. I feel like you could be working with women in your family as well. I just heard a train. Something with your DNA, something with your heritage here. All right. Thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.